We'll also be tracking a senior team from Los Angeles, led by their slick Hollywood producer. But don't be fooled, these beach players have just as much substance as style.
Way to go, baby.
Danielle and I checked out some of the best inline players in the world as they battled for the right to play in Tampa Bay.
It's all right, man. It's a good play. Don't worry about it.
NHL BREAKOUT, the championships.
Now, NHL BREAKOUT goes to 22 cities all around North America. We've been in the capital steps of Washington, D.C., the beautiful lakefront of downtown Chicago, and right here where Inline is king, the sunny Southern California beaches.
Get it up, Cap.
Watch him.
You got him going. Stay with him.
It is believed Southern California is the birthplace of inline hockey. There is no doubt this Breakout Championship is one of the most fiercely contested.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What the hell is that?
Falconer Entertainment provided the pressure, but as the second period came to a close, Bauer finally broke the scoreless tie.
Yeah, baby! It's all right, man. It's a good play. Don't worry about it.
When a tournament goes 2 days in a row like this, you play so many games and so much heat at the beach, what kind of toll is it take on the body by the third period?
Well, everybody's tired. It's a long weekend. Some guys are working on the weekend. It's just very, very hard. You know, we're not professionals. So we're tired. We're all puffing. We're taking quick shifts, and our legs are heavy. But we're going to go score 2 goals this period and win.
Chris Brennan's tap-in tied the game at 1, forcing overtime. And when Charlie Graff was pulled down on the breakaway, the stage was set. LA Breakout will be decided by a sudden death penalty shot.
Let's say a little prayer here, boys.
Between periods, you said we need 2 goals. So you had to go to overtime. Were you holding your breath a little bit?
A little bit, man. I played in this as the 4th year. We lost in double overtime the first year. We lost by 1 the second. We lost in overtime last year, so we won in overtime this year, and we're very, very pleased.
So the 4th time is the charm.
Yes, it is a charm.
Be in Tampa.
Back here in Tampa, Team Falconer has changed their look, but not their winning ways as they march through the round robin. Now they're known as Hollywood Simulation with their updated Southern California duds. Later in the show, we'll learn more about their producer, Doug Falconer.
From Tampa Bay, you're watching NHL BREAKOUT, the championships.
The man setting up this goal for the LA Breakout Champs is twice the age of most of his teammates, but don't feel sorry for Doug Falconer. His day job of running Hollywood Simulation allows him to sponsor the team and fills his life with fun and games. A typical day for this Hollywood producer sees him around all the big-time movie studios in LA, always on the go and making the big deals on the fly. So what better way to find out what makes this producer on the move tick than to hitch a ride in his Benz for a ride down the coast.
I've been in California for 18 years, but about 10 years ago they told me to go down to the ocean, take a ride on Ocean Park down in Santa Monica, go over the hill and you'll see them. And I did, and there they were playing hockey. And what could be better than playing hockey on a Saturday afternoon, 80-degree weather with your shirt off in California?
But during the week, it's back to that stressful lifestyle that Hollywood is known for.
Well, there's a lot of stress and a lot of hard work, but again, that's what California's all about. You get to come down to the beach, and really that's the only time you forget about what you're going to do next, what ride you're going to make next, what film you're going to make next. For that brief moment in time when you're down here playing hockey is when you forget about everything but hockey.
You know, I played professional football for years, but I still don't get the same thing out of anything that I've ever done that I get out of hockey.
We are now in San Diego at the Reuben H. Fleet Center and Science Museum.
And now what are we going to do?
Dan, you're going to go on the ride of your life.
Oh, yes. After a quick briefing, we were off to the launch pad for takeoff.
All right, Dan, come on, get in. This is the
I gotta
capsule.
trust you?
This is the actual shuttle. We're going to Mars.
That's pretty cool.
Underneath this capsule, we've got a huge motion platform, 4 degrees of freedom. It's an electric platform.
So we're going to move.
This will make the experience move. We've got a huge 70-millimeter projector strapped onto that motion base, so you're going to Mars today, Dan.
Unbelievable.
Whoa!
The box loaded and locked.
Here we go.
Loaded and locked.
Need to preload.
Hold on, Scotty!
Asteroid.
The body collision avoidance.
Mars is alive. We're going. Way to go, Captain! We're back, Daniel.
I feel so patriotic.
We're back.
You know what? For a living, you get to go on rides.
That's what I do. I make the biggest toys in the world.
Well, I'm impressed. He has quite a lifestyle.
Well, he does have a great lifestyle, but like all great producers, Doug Falconer has surrounded himself with an incredible supporting cast. Now, the video looks like it's all glitz and glamour in Hollywood. This team is not about that. They are about grinding. Every weekend, go to the beach in Santa Monica and watch them sweat to get to where they are right now.
Well, they're definitely doing something right. They're 3-0, and they're looking great.
And they are looking great. In fact, we should go watch them play some more and see how they're advancing through the playoffs.
Without the luxury of a playoff bye, Hollywood Simulation had to do it the hard way and took on all comers. First, it was Team Mutiny from Boston, and although they supplied resistance, they were not a legitimate threat. Next up, the NHL Players Association. Better competition made for better performances. Once again, Hollywood answered the call. It was a simple formula: survive and advance. They faced a roadblock in the next round and trailed midway. The Philly club refused to be intimidated, and their goalies seemed to have their number. Finally, Rob Nokes got the Hollywood transition attack going, and they got out of the danger zone. Single elimination. A tie game in the late going. Both clubs' tempers were barely kept in check. Once again, it was Nokes who keyed the Hollywood attack. Facing their biggest scare of the tournament, Hollywood Simulation escaped, living to play another game.
Let's go, baby. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Reality check.
Our friends from the beach, however, did make it to the championship game.
Hollywood! Hollywood!
The 18 and over title game promises to be a fascinating matchup.
You're right. That scrappy team from the beaches of Santa Monica, Hollywood Simulation, are taking on a wreck team from Philadelphia, Skinny Puppy.
And they are anything but skinny. To get to the title game, they had to go through one of the pre-tournament favorites, Team Sweden. This is going to be a battle.
Do or die, boys. Do or die.
The championship was on the line, and although both teams had given it their all to get to the finals, neither team was ready to back down. Hollywood Simulation went on the attack early and often, but standing in their way was Skinny Puppy goalie Scott Adams.
Go, baby, go! Goalie sweet.
Thanks to Adams' acrobatic saves, Skinny Puppy was able to counterattack.
Yeah!
Mike Carney's goal put Skinny Puppy up 1-0, and that was the only goal of the period.
Period. 16 minutes of hockey. Let's go.
Hollywood Simulation continued to challenge goalie Scott Adams, but to no avail. And Skinny Puppy was forced to take a timeout to relieve the pressure.
We got the goaltender that they can't score on, okay? We play hard defense, all right? We will get a couple more goals.
Let's go. Put it in. Let's skate.
Stuff it in the net.
Keep peppering. Yeah, stay alive, guys.
After the timeout, Hollywood forward Darcy Plourde found a way to get on the scoreboard. With the game knotted at 1, it would come down to the final period.
Bottom line, this is it. 8 minutes left.
And those 8 minutes were filled with some anxious moments as both teams committed their fourth infraction, which calls for...
Penalty shot.
Brandon Massaro, a Skinny Puppy, had his chance to put his team ahead, but Gary Mizuno rose to the occasion. However, it would not be the only time he would be tested with a penalty shot. Thanks to Mizuno, the game was still tied, and then it was Hollywood's turn with the ultimate breakaway. After all of the chances, it remained deadlocked at 1, and it appeared destined for overtime. But with 1 minute remaining in the game, the tie was broken.
Go put it in.
Rob Nokes' goal was the game winner, giving Hollywood Simulation the title. The inaugural Breakout Championship trophy is a sweet reward for a team that for 3 years had been the bridesmaid at Breakout Los Angeles. Nothing came easy for Hollywood Simulation.
Doug Falconer,
I mean, can you imagine today you had 5 games. You came the hard way to win this thing. How'd you know the guys were ready for this?
These guys have been ready all year long for this. I mean, the toughest some great competition here, but getting by the Santa Monica breakout was something else for us because we've been trying to get out of that funk for a couple of years now. Doing this, I just want to thank all these guys on my team for coming out and playing with me, letting the old guy play with these guys.
What I want to know about is the winning goal.
Well, we played at the beach in Santa Monica, and it's just I missed on a couple of goals earlier, and Brennan flipped the ball out, and I just imagined it was the can and shot straight into it and got a goal like we do back home.
Well, Hollywood Simulation, they took the championship. Let's hear it, boys!
Congratulations!
After finally capturing their local breakout championship in Los Angeles, Hollywood Simulation faced all kinds of adversity just to make the championship game.
He says he's going to let us play, and then he calls it.
But as we've seen all tournament long, this team has grit, winning an incredible 5 games in one day.